Russ. Yeah, I'm back in the car again. What time is it? 12:48 p.m. Well, not a late start for me, but a late start getting in the car. 46 degrees. So if you're watching this video, I think I'm going to be releasing this on Friday. Yeah, we'll release it on Friday. Which is happy anniversary to the Russ is Right channel. Yeah, I started this channel 7 years ago. 7 years ago. That's a long time. Well, the e-bikes portion of it hasn't been 7 years. I think this is going into our 5th year or something like that. Yeah, it started out as a channel where I can talk about whatever I want to do, which we kind of continue to do every now and then, right? And then it turned into a knee replacement channel after I had my knee replaced. That was about 2 years worth. And then it became an e-bike channel. Now it's kind of blended. Yeah, it's a blended channel. It's a little bit of how I started out as well as e-bikes. Yeah, got an e-bike came in today for review. Yep. Man, that box is really demolished. I mean, it's so demolished, okay, that it's pretty obvious that FedEx, not only did they tape it up, but they actually took other boxes to create panels to fill in the parts of the box that had ripped totally to shreds, and then they taped that around the box, creating an outer shell for the box of where everything had broken through. Now, you might be wondering, is that bike demolished? I don't know. Haven't opened it up yet. I just got it, signed for it. They drove off. I looked at the box. I go, oh, that doesn't look good. And I mean, it looks intact because they taped it after they put another box around it to tape over it. And you could tell it was from FedEx, that it wasn't from the manufacturer, because their outer tape to hold it in place is over the relabeled thing from FedEx. Kind of a dead giveaway. If you're going to do it so that your evidence doesn't suggest that you did it. Don't these guys know how to be crooks? So we'll see how it comes in. Yeah. Now, the last bike I got from the same manufacturer was also poorly damaged in the box, but it survived the the damages of the box because of the foam that was used around the box, around the bike, inside the box. So we'll see if this new bike can handle the same amount of damage. This is the worst box damage I've ever seen. I mean, it doesn't look bad because they created this outer box shell that they taped around it. But if that shell wasn't there, I would say huge gaping hole would probably be in this box. How big? I don't know. A couple feet by a couple of feet hole? That kind of tells you how big it is, right? Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. I mean, who would wrap it like that? Anyway, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. And there's not much I can do. Now, here's another thing. When the guy came to deliver it, they always stand the bike up vertically. They lean it up against my garage usually. Yeah, they don't lean it sideways. They lean it vertically because it sits on the truck vertically, and that means everything on the edge of the box would be bouncing up and down. That's usually like the front fork or something. I've had damaged front forks because of that. Or it could be the rear tire, but of course, in our case, it could be front fork. You know, it doesn't matter how you label a box. You could say this end up, fragile, all this stuff. They don't care. They don't care what it is. Come on, these things are heavy. They're not lightweight things. I mean, I think this box was over 120 pounds. I mean, come on. It's crazy. FedEx, yeah. So anyways, the guy asked me for my ID, which of course I had ready for him. I just gave him my driver's license. He's ready to scan it. He had another guy with him. I think he's a trainee. I go, I'm not going to let you scan it. He goes, what? I go, no, you're going to have to manually input it. He goes, no, we scan it. I go, you don't have to. I says, come on. I says, I have a lot of these boxes coming to me from different FedEx drivers. They all manually input it in when I ask them, so I know you can do it. He just looked and started looking for the manual. manual input. It's not like he's never done it. He says, oh, this is the first time someone's turned it down. I go, sure. If it was the first time it's ever been turned down, how would you be able to find the section to be able to manually input it in so quickly? Don't let them scan your ID. You don't know what they're taking off of that. All they need is the proof of your birthday, and their driver's license has your birthday on it, right? That's all they need. And then you sign for it, and then you take it, and then they go. Yeah. The thing is, even if you have damage to a box and you tell them about it, they usually don't do anything anyway. It's not the driver who's damaged this box, okay? Well, okay, he could because he's bouncing it around in his truck, but it's retaped and everything and reboxed essentially. That's not from the driver. That's from FedEx, whoever else does that. So to argue with them there doesn't mean a whole lot of anything. All you can do is take photographs before you open up the box, and then take photographs of any damages, and then call FedEx and contact the shipper at that point. So frustrating. I think it's probably the worst part of being an influencer is receiving the products. Yeah, especially when they come in like that. Unbelievable. So anyways, it is our anniversary today. Get back to that topic. And so I kept thinking about, have we grown much in 7 years? I would say we've grown, but I wouldn't say we've grown to the point like other channels. I mean, I never expected us to even get to this point, to tell you the truth. I always thought that if you're of a certain age, your chances of getting people to watch you are slimmer and slimmer. But I think what happened was the e-bikes is really what caught on. And when I first started the channel doing the e-bikes about 5 or so years ago, e-bikes were just starting to become popular. This is around the pandemic time period, right? This is when people were thinking about buying bikes, having something to do, getting around, not having to use public transportation, all that type of thing. So the e-bikes became something people wanted to consider. And since there weren't a whole lot of e-bike channels at that time, my channel started to grow. Yeah. Today, other influencers that do e-bikes way outperform this particular channel. But a lot of those guys are younger guys, and they appeal to a certain type of viewer. And of course, for mine, people, I don't know why they watch. They just like to watch. You tell me why you watch. Yeah, you tell me why you watch me. You could be watching other guys that do e-bikes on YouTube. But you're probably watching both of them. I mean, we all tend to watch each other. Even the influencers will watch the other influencers. Yeah, we want to see what they have to say about things and what they've been doing. Interesting thing about YouTube is that a lot of the people on YouTube work with other people on YouTube. Yeah, they'll do collaborations. I've never done a collaboration with anyone, but there are people who do collaboration type videos, and many of us know the other guys because we're either invited to, maybe a manufacturer invites us out to see their new product, and the other YouTubers are there, and then we meet each other, and then they become friends. And so a lot of the YouTubers kind of know each other. If they don't know each other, they know of the other person. They've probably seen the videos from the other person as well. So it is kind of interesting. The very first time I got a chance to see all the guys together was, like I mentioned many times, out at Arizona for the lectric event for their new bikes that they were having. That's the Expedition 2.0 and the X-Peak 2.0. And so I got to see a number of the guys, and I recognized the people too, because you see them on YouTube. And some of them recognized who I was. Not all of them did. But yeah, it's an interesting type of thing because we don't see each other really as competition. It's just like, oh, it's another fellow YouTuber who does their thing. So, and everyone has their own style, their own way of approaching things, right? So, yeah, I was the oldest guy at that group. I've said that before. Yeah. I don't know who else was, maybe Gary was maybe among the older generation as well, Gary's e-bike adventures. So yeah, I think the two of us might have been among the older folks that I don't know, maybe Gary can tell me if there was anyone else older. He was in the first grouping that went to see them, and then when his group was finished, our group came in. So they split us into two groups of people. But there was an overlap when these guys were ready to go back home and they were waiting around in the hotel. That's when we saw them as we were coming in. So I'm glad there was a little bit of overlap. We got a chance to at least meet the other guys and talk to them a little bit before they disappeared and left. Some of them hung around. Yeah, some of them hung around for a day or two extra. I know, who was it? Jeremiah McIntosh. He hung around a little longer. His son was with him too. And yeah, I think he hung around a day or two longer just to explore Phoenix. Yeah, that was a good idea. So anyway, that's what's been happening for me. I mean, I haven't collaborated with anybody. There's nobody really around me. I guess the only guy that's around me is Scott Hardesty. He's the only guy that's in Chicago, I believe, that's still doing things too. But we're not even close either. He's in the heart of Chicago, and I'm in the northwest suburbs. So yeah, we're not even close. In fact, it was interesting. I remember telling Scott where I was, and he had never even heard of my town. I go, what do you mean you never heard of it? He goes, I don't know. He says, I don't know the area. I don't know if he had just moved to Chicago or whatever, but he didn't know Chicago well enough. He only knew his own area. He says, where is this? I go, northwest suburbs. He goes, oh, I don't know any of that stuff. Maybe he knows now. It's been a couple years now. Maybe he knows now, but no, the thing is Chicago is pretty large. It's just like LA. You know, when you say LA, it's not just LA. It's the whole county area you're talking about usually. Same thing with Chicago. When you say Chicago, you know, people ask me, where are you from? I go, well, Chicago. Yeah, I'm not from Chicago. Okay, originally I was from Chicago. I grew up in Chicago. But I'm not currently in Chicago. I'm in the suburbs. But we still say Chicago. I mean, you don't say I'm from so-and-so suburb, because nobody would know what that is. And he was the same way. He goes, I don't know where that is. So I started naming off some other suburbs. I don't know where that is. How about this one? Nope, don't know that either. Oh, well, if you're new in the area, this is what happens, okay? I don't know how long he was in Chicago, but apparently not long enough to know the other the suburbs. You know, if you don't go there, how would you know it? So, so yeah, we've gone all these years, 7 years since I started the channel. Yeah. I looked at my stats, and I've made over 1,400 videos already. Can you believe that? That's nuts, huh? That's a lot of videos. Yep. A lot of views. Only one video hit 1.5 million views. That was the video that I made like a month or so after I got my first e-bike. Yeah, that thing continues to go. It continues to be among the top, I would put it within the top 3 or 4 videos every single month for the last 5 years. Yeah. It's too bad we don't have more of those. Yeah. Hit the like and subscribe button. Help me out. Yeah, the more people who comment on a video, the more people who like a video, pushes the video to other people. Yeah, that's how you help out a channel. But that topic, I guess, resonated with a lot of people who are over 60 years old. That's something like that. And if you're looking for an e-bike, you know, and so it's kind of dated as far as you know, talking about the bike that I was on at that time. I mean, it's still running now. I mean, people still look at it all the time, but it is an older bike now compared to what we have out there now. The interesting thing is sometimes when people will look at these videos, they don't realize how old a video is. It's just like when I get my knee replacement videos out there, I have over 200 something videos about my knee, and people still walk into those videos. They run into them, and they comment, and they'll make comments like, "Oh, you poor guy, I hope your knee feels better now. You know, keep working at it; it'll get better." You know, and then I have to comment back, "Yeah, this was like 5 years ago, okay?" I'm okay now. And yet others will comment and ask for additional advice for their own knees. And I do my best, you know. I don't give them any medical advice. I just encourage them and tell them to keep working hard. You know, don't give up on your physical therapy. You got to work through the pain. And when they ask me how long it took me to get better, and I tell them 2 years, they freak out. Yeah, nobody wants to be 2 years long on a replacement knee, right? Come on. Other people finish up their knee replacements in 3 or 4 months, okay? And that's the norm. And, you know, I was not the norm. Mine's had issues. And this is why those videos continue to run, is because people who have issues search. They search for, is there anyone else like me that has this issue? And they run into my videos. So I'm glad those videos continue to help others. I do like that fact. And of course my e-bike videos keep me going still. So there you go. Put a comment below to let me know how you found this channel, how long you've been watching it, and what do you think of our current direction? What do you think we should add to the videos, or what do you think we should be doing? All right, I'm where I'm needing to go to, so hit the like and subscribe button, put some comments, let me know. Talk to you guys next time.